Welcome to 2014's first edition, Season 3, It's a Football Show. I'm Sam Heflin. To my left is Shaun Whitney, and to his left is Justin Throngard.
Cheers to beers.
How you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Good. Not bad. Not bad.
It was a long off season.
It was a long off-season, and we actually did worse than Season 1, because I think that we started in Week 4, Season 1, whereas we're starting Week 5 in Season 3, so...
And if you're watching this 4 weeks ago, we have some advice for you.
Oh, yeah.
In the future.
We've got some Days of Future Past to be had later. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, as it were, a few things to talk about. Hakeem Nicks has stated that he views himself as the best receiver in the league. He is
seen
statistically the 7th best receiver on the Colts.
That is
94 yards this year so far.
Huh.
He's tied with the rookie.
So, what's his beef? He's the best as is, or he is the best talented and he's just getting underused?
He just said, things aren't going good, but I still view myself as the best receiver in the National Football League.
Wow.
He's
on my fantasy team.
Is he?
Yeah.
doing real well.
Still.
Yeah, I think I got 9 points out of him this year.
This year, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not doing a lot for you.
Hey, Hakeem. That's what good receivers do every week, bud.
I think it's odd that you'd be on the same team as Reggie Wayne and say something like that.
Right.
Yeah, it is
Right.
weird. That is very strange.
For 4 weeks ago, audience, don't draft Hakeem Nicks.
Yeah. Bad move. Even 4 weeks ago, he was questionable. He was like, I was on the fence with T.Y. Hilton, to be honest, because Dwayne Allen
Everybody's
back.
all about the TY nowadays.
Yeah, but that guy's he's Lee Evans. He's one game he's going to score 1 million. The next game he might only catch it twice.
Sure.
So far, the Reggie Wayne and Dwayne Allen are your consistent performers, which I'm all about Dwayne Allen, other than the fact that he gets injured a lot.
I thought T.Y. Hilton was the current 7th best receiver in the league. Yeah.
I do well. That could be.
If the Colts have 2 guys above him in fantasy scoring in the league, there's 3 guys in the top 7. I find that hard to believe.
Well, Dwayne Allen's a tight end, though, so
okay,
you get some real good bonus out of Dwayne Allen. Did you guys
That's
hear
not
any?
that surprising, though. I mean, Andrew
The
Luck's
Colts
going
have-
bananas, though.
Crazy business.
Yeah.
He's the front runner for MVP right now.
1,200 yards already passing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Pretty
They're
ridiculous.
doing things on offense. Even the Trent Richardson got into the act last week and looked like.
What? Hold on.
Yeah, I had him on my bench and in my standard league, and he had 15, and I was like, that is a lot of points to leave behind, and I think I lost by about that many. It was pretty bad.
And you won't do it again this year.
Because I, was foolish enough to start LaShawn McCoy ahead of him. I mean, what kind of a moron would do that, right?
Right.
Oh, boy. Did you guys hear the Belichick press conference at all?
No.
Yes, I did. Wait, the newest one, the Wednesday one?
No, the one directly after Monday Night Football.
No, there's an even better one.
There's even better. Well,
Yeah.
you can tell me about that,
Okay,
because
go ahead.
I hear what I listened to was every question was answered by, well, we're getting ready for the Bengals next week.
That was the one I saw. That was.
So he just did it twice?
No, that was the Tuesday press
Oh,
conference.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are a poop taco.
All we're gonna do is get ready for the Bengals.
That's what we're going to do.
Getting ready for the Bengals.
You got to do the Belichick voice. I don't think that we're going to do things. We're going to get ready for the Bengals.
Getting ready for the Bengals.
I like him, but still, it's like there's only so much.
There's only so much you can answer with "we're getting ready for the Bengals,"
Yeah,
because the reporters were clever enough to be like, okay, so now you're in Cincinnati. Let's just say, is Tom Brady going to be your starter? Getting ready for the Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not an answer.
Well, I think that there's only so far that the smoke screen.
Because you're already ready for the Bengals.
Right.
It's game time. What are you going to do? We're going to get ready for the Bengals.
Yeah.
And we're
Come
going
on,
to put
coach, come on.
There's only so far that press blockade can go. Like,
Right.
you gotta. This is gonna get old real. You better start winning some football games, because that's not gonna fly. And that he handled the Dobson inactivity under similar circumstances. That it was rumored that he got into it with McDaniels, and that's why he was benched or placed on the inactive list. But Belichick came back and said, no, it was a football-related reason.
Is that like the football-related maneuver?
It's worse.
The move you make before you fumble
was eventually somewhat understood. A football-related reason to place someone inactive is anything.
He's shit at football?
You're going to have to go in and... This is a family show, kid.
It's not.
It's supposed to be a family show?
No.
And, well, he's...
Too late now.
Yeah.
The gloves are off.
Shitty Beatles. It's the Wild West of the internet still.
Okay, well, whatever. I will maintain my journalistic integrity.
Right.
Rich Gannon lambasted the Raiders. He said that they have... Oakland Stadium, there's a commitment to excellence sign. He said they need to take that down, and the players need to give their game checks back.
Wow.
Which, when Rich Gannon is coming after you, you've really done something wrong. Because it's not like he has never sinned before in terms of playing.
Didn't he also say that they were completely happy with being perfectly mediocre? Like that was the game plan to the Raiders for the next 20 years, was to be perfectly mediocre.
Mediocre would be 6 to 8 wins.
True.
They're not going to win that many games.
How much money do they spend a year? I mean, are they at their cap, or are they?
Well,
they got that minimum? Are they at the league minimum?
There's a huge penalty to not spending the floor. Everybody's at the floor, and it's only like a $15 million.
Just where, like, I mean, if you're just the Raiders and you're just like, well, we're getting all this cash, we're not spending very much money.
They went out and spent.
Keep bringing it.
They went out and spent. They spent on Schaub. They spent on MJD.
No, they didn't. I don't think they. MJD's not worth anything.
They went out and got guys.
Yeah, guys that were not worth a contract.
But things didn't play out for them the way they were supposed to. Either way, yes.
No,
I shouldn't have. When Rich Gannon's after you, you've really done something wrong.
Keep up
news.
with the excellence.
Oh, the news. That's me. I don't have a whole lot this week, unfortunately. The news was pretty boring. But I will say a couple things. Did you guys see the last episode of Saturday Night Live?
No.
Sam, I know you did. The host was Chris Pratt. It doesn't really matter. But that
guy's awesome, by the way.
He is pretty cool. I would like to be him. Mm-hmm. However, there was a skit that involved Jay Farrow doing an impersonation of Shannon Sharp. And it was Jay Farrow and Kenan Thompson, and Kenan Thompson was Ray Lewis. But basically they were talking about the latest controversies in the NFL, which we were all familiar with. But Sharp did not enjoy it. Sharp was very upset by it.
He's got to be bent out of shape because he's been kicked off the TV for the guy who took all of his records.
Yeah.
In Tony G.
Yeah. So, but basically he went on a Twitter tirade of like 3 tweets, which I guess is enough. But one of them was specifically referenced, "What at Jay Farrow did was not funny. He is no Frank Caliendo."
Really? I think Jay Farrow was funnier than Frank Caliendo by a fair stretch.
Yeah.
I just wonder if Frank Caliendo
just fell off his couch. Somebody said my name.
Yeah, well,
I got hashtagged. I got mentioned in a tweet.
People remember me. Frank Caliendo was terrible.
Yeah, he was terrible.
I hated Frank Caliendo. And it was an atrocity that he was even on the television, but Shannon Sharp seems to think that he was quite rad. Moving on.
Yeah.
So, as we all are aware, that last night had the Thursday night game between the Packers and the Vikings turned out to be quite the blowout. It was not a good game. I watched it alongside playing Minecraft on the Xbox One, which you can do. You can play a video game and then have the little TV in the top right corner and watch football.
That is amazing.
So
While
I totally
you're
did
laying
that.
like this.
While I was listening to podcasts with one ear, yeah, and feeding dogs sausages.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty crazy, but
That's some multitasking.
hey, we live in the future. Got to be ready for that shit. That's how I can get so much done. So here's a couple of fun facts about the Thursday night football games, which we now are aware that they're also on CBS until you say Thanksgiving. So everybody has a chance to view. It's not just the NFL Network showing them.
Which I missed the game because I forgot that I could watch it on my TV.
You can watch them on your TV. But number one stat, the 3 biggest blowouts of the 2014 NFL season all occurred on the last 3 Thursday night games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All 3 of them. Number 2, all 5 Thursday night games have been decided by 20 points or more.
How many?
20 or more.
Whoa. How many games, though?
5. There's been 5 so far, including last night.
This year.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This year. 3 primetime, or number 3, primetime games make up almost half of the biggest blowouts. So that's...
Wow.
17 games in primetime out of the rest, which is like another 40 games, somewhere in there,
yeah.
after 4 weeks. Almost half of them, the biggest blowouts, have been primetime games. Wow. Primetime games stink on ice.
I think there's a certain amount of it that some guys play great under the lights, and some guys play terrible.
Yeah, I think
under
that's
the
a
lights.
lot of it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of others of it is that
Like Matt
you put
Ryan.
Green Bay on Minnesota, that's gonna happen.
Well, I don't understand. Like, I understand that.
But the weird thing was,
so
is
who
like
played quarterback last night? Was it
Ponder.
Ponder? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Ponder.
told you it was going to be a matter of time before we saw Ponder. again.
That's fine.
no,
He's
it
not
wasn't
any
because
good.
of that. It's
All right,
because
quit
Teddy Bridgewater's
railroading my
hurt.
news.
They're all
Have you guys
terrible.
noticed? I understand Thursday night games are going to be terrible because statistically speaking, none of them have ever been any good. They're typically garbage.
That's not true. A couple of years
Since
ago,
they started doing the every night game,
okay.
they're just
Well,
I'm going to a Thursday night game.
hey, there you
a
go.
couple of
I hope
years
it's not
ago,
terrible.
Baltimore and Atlanta was one of the best games I saw that year, and it was on Thursday
That's
night.
one out of a bajillion.
Oh yeah, the rest of
They're
them that year were
typically
just awful.
garbage, but and just matchup wise, they're garbage. You usually go, oh, it's going to be a terrible matchup on Thursday night.
I
The
was
Sunday night game has usually been the big premiere. This is the game of the week game.
yeah.
It hasn't been that way this year.
Well, they don't get to go flex schedule.
Well, that
They don't get to go flex schedule until a certain point in the season.
Ooh.
So,
But don't they have like an additional?
Yeah, they get
choice?
what they think are going to be the best games, and then all of a sudden you end
But
up.
they opted out of the Denver Seattle.
No, I
matchup.
bet that CBS just was
Hey.
like, we get that game
Yeah.
Maybe.
because they take the Colts Broncos game, and they're like, you can't have the Broncos every week. We get that game.
Yeah. Which was also a terrible game actually
Which is fine
until
for me.
the last 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
And then the final 2
It
minutes
got
also blew out.
super exciting. Yeah, the overtime was pretty disappointing.
Pretty
but
gay.
It wasn't even an overtime. They might as well just give it to the person that won the coin
yeah,
toss.
well,
How'd you win?
I thought that Denver's defense had played pretty well up until that point.
That
Now
was
they
pretty
just-
shitty.
Woo!
Pretty crappy. That's what I got for news, boys.
Well, I guess then we're up to our new segment. Would you rather?
Okay. So, in the past, I've done a segment called Bad Surprises. Thought I'd try this one out on you guys, see what you think.
Bring it.
All right. So,
First show of the year can't hold anything back.
what's that?
First show of the year can't hold anything back.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, so a scenario. You guys have to maybe decide what you would rather do. The would you rather, but NFL related. So, would you rather be Tom Brady's personal hairdresser or Ndamukong Suh's massage therapist?
Ooh. How offensive can we be here? Because, I mean, let's face it, both aren't ideal and both have a little bit of man-on-man business.
There's one that has less
cut
man-on-man
people's
business.
hair, and I don't mind it. So I'm just, even though I hate Tom Brady, I just don't think that I'd want to be rubbing down Ndamukong Suh's buttocks.
Yeah, you do have to touch butts.
Yeah.
You gotta be
Yeah,
a
the
butt toucher.
hammies
Yeah.
and the butts get tight.
All
Yeah.
right.
No, I'm taking Brady's
Tom
hair.
Taking
Yeah.
the Brady's hair.
All right.
What would you take?
I would probably
I
be
would be the
better.
hairdresser as
So
well.
that's
I would probably
unanimous.
be
It
a
is
better
unanimous.
masseuse than a hairdresser. Tom Brady would have a really goofy ass looking haircut.
But it would be all the style because it's on his head.
No, true. That's
You would be the next thing.
I would
Right.
be. You're a good point. That's an excellent point. Just have little patches all over the place.
You'd
That's
actually-
the new look.
You'd have to change your name from Justin to Justine.
Waston.
Honey, you can't get an appointment with me for 14 weeks.
All right. Next. All right. Would you rather be a lawyer for Roger Goodell's NFL or Josh Gordon's drug dealer?
Josh Gordon's drug dealer probably makes a lot more money.
I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
But the stress is less.
Stress is
there you
less.
go.
Yeah, that's a good point. You probably live longer. Unless, well, no, you're probably
Depending
still
on
going to
the
live longer,
gunfights,
whether
yeah,
you're getting
yeah,
gunfights or not. You're probably
Right.
going to live longer because the stress will kill you as the attorney. You're probably going to make it about 40. No, you're going to get killed earlier being the drug dealer.
Lawyer.
Burn out bright. Burn out bright.
Well, I think that you could probably retire faster if you were the drug dealer if you played your cards right.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. A couple high-profile deals. You know, you're good. Yacht in Miami.
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think,
boat parties. You get
that-
invited to boat parties.
Right.
I'm being Josh Gordon's drug dealer.
You know what? I'm going to be the attorney because it's basically a no-win situation. So you just ride the sinking ship down in your office watching YouTube videos. That's what I choose. I choose to watch YouTube videos
Cats.
for the next 2 weeks until
Cats.
I get fired.
Right.
Hey, I think we're on YouTube. I wonder if you would watch us.
All right. So, would you rather be Jerry Jones' assistant or Ben Roethlisberger's wingman at a club?
Wait, they're both at a club?
Nope.
Or just the second
his
one?
assistant.
Jerry's assistant.
Jerry's assistant or Roethlisberger's wingman.
Boy, neither really do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like both of those are really good gigs.
Yeah. It's like the backup to Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for the 1 year that the lightning struck and
You know-
Curtis Painter wasn't ready to answer the call.
You know what? I think I'm going to be Ben's wingman because I think Ben's not going to take any chances with the ladies, even if he's not in his game where he just points at them and then he gets them.
He has a reminder on
He
his
has
phone.
a reminder that, in case I'm not happy, I still got this guy. So he's probably paying the wingman more, whereas Jerry Jones at no point is giving that assistant any money. Because
Right.
the guy just doesn't do anything.
Do anything, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm taking Ben's wingman. At
Well,
least he
here's
gets paid.
the problem with Ben's wingman
There's some free drinks. At
is
least.
that maybe at that point you're like a poison taster for the king. So you just have to get your wiener out and show it to women and go through all of that rigmarole for him and then report back onto which ones.
She's good.
Like
This was a
the
family
show.
show.
I said wiener. I am
It's
not
the
the one who
implication.
That's still sexual assault, brother.
It is
Whoa,
something
whoa.
that Ben Roethlisberger has done. I cannot undo it for him. He has taken his
not-
wiener
but
out
not his
out
wingman.
and showed it to the ladies,
All right.
which apparently is a recurring theme in Pittsburgh with Josh Reed, the former kicker.
Right. Maybe
Jeff Reed.
Jeff Reed was
Jeff Reed.
his own wingman.
He was.
Who wants to-
Whoa.
Who wants to grab onto the honker?
Line up.
All right. One more here.
Okay.
So I got to set the stage. You're out of the woods, all alone, except for one person. You're getting attacked by a bear. Would you rather be attacked by a bear with a mini J.J. Watt or a giant Deshaun Jackson?
Mini J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
Tenacity.
There you go.
Deshaun Jackson would just hightail it, even if he was 20 feet tall.
I think a giant Deshaun Jackson would be J.J. Watt normally. He's like 5'8",
Yeah.
165. He's,
And then you
he's
just
a small
got
guy.
you got a JJ Watt that is all show and no go. I'd take the little Watt.
I'll take Little Watt as well.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I like J.J. Watt as a person. I like him everything. Fine. You get if you're like say the Little Watt doesn't work out and you get eaten by the bear. I got some time with Little Watt. I'm good. I'm good there.
Right on.
Because you're gonna get eaten either way, probably. But I'll get some face to face with Tiny JJ.
Fist bumps.
Yes.
Hey, JJ. All right, that's what I have for Would You Rather.
Cool.
So this week, under the bus, driving the bus. Under the bus first, Oakland GM Reggie McKenzie, big surprise.
Yes.
Firing Dennis Allen. It's not because he fired Dennis Allen 4 weeks into the season. It's what he said afterwards, that what a great coach he was, what a great person he is, and how what a tough decision it was, and made it seem like, wow, this guy's really a good football coach. There's some extenuating circumstance as to why I fired him. Like, it wasn't Dennis Allen's fault. But then it would be your fault. Because you're basically saying, I have set a table for him that he cannot manage because it is impossible to manage. And there's a good chance that he has done that.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, his next statement this week has been they're looking ahead to free agency next year. Not the next 12 games they're going to play.
Yep.
That's,
Well, I think you kind of give up at this point.
You give up, but at the same... I mean, the thing is, NFL teams have NFL caliber players. They are capable of winning a handful of games.
Are they?
They're probably not going to because they're snake bit at this point.
Yeah, are they?
The other odd thing...
I bet they try and trade Derek Carr next year.
I hate you. For what?
I don't know. It just seems like how they do things.
Yeah.
What's this guy worth? I don't know. Just have him. Well, get some old guys in here and see
Get
what they
some
can
old
do.
guys, yeah. Oddly enough...
How many old guys can we trade for Derek Carr?
The Tony Sperano, of course, has been hired as the interim coach, who was fired from the team that beat them soundly in England, causing them to fire their current coach.
Right.
So that's going to work out nice. I don't know. Driving the bus, Mark Lampling and Shad Khan.
Ooh.
Shad Khan being the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Mark Lampling being the GM.
He's also a very fantastic Mario impersonator.
Yes, why would I ever let them drive the bus, you say? Because the cabanas are selling out.
Well,
It's
duh!
Party.
I told you that
They
they
have
would
a
be.
pool
And
on the
free,
sideline.
unlimited alcohol. It doesn't matter what the price is. Anytime that you buy unlimited alcohol, unlimited, it will sell out every time.
Well, apparently, I think they've sweetened the deal because there appears to be, like, the sort of bouncer deal. Ladies of thirsty persuasions are abound.
Duh! No, it's the greatest idea ever.
When you don't have a good football team?
When you don't have a good football team. Yes, absolutely. No, the cabanas are great.
They're driving the bus right now, but we'll see. You're not going to be in that driver's seat very long.
Nobody's watching the football game, dude. Doesn't matter. Putting butts in pools, dude. That's what they're doing. They are now
It is a
pool
frat
boys.
party.
Yeah, they are pool boys.
And they got
And
everything
they're escaping the
segregated,
blackout
too.
rule.
Which I was reading about it. They've got, like... There is sort of, like, the family cabana. Like, they get everybody
Which
sorted
also
out
has
pretty right.
unlimited alcohol.
Yeah, well, the parents are
Right.
like, kids get in the pool. And that was the bystanders.
Drown. Fuck it.
Bystanders have noticed that the only people getting in the pool are children, women who look like they should be cheerleaders who are drunk, and super drunk frat boys. Like, super drunk.
Are their hats on backwards?
But everybody seems to observe the national anthem.
Hold on. Take a break.
Like, that actually, I would think that would sort of get washed over. But
Right.
nope. They are able to keep their stuff together long enough that they can observe the national anthem and then go back to not paying attention to the football game.
Bro, the anthem.
Yeah,
Bro,
exactly.
get up.
That's the only thing they hear. The only thing the public announcer says that they pay attention to the whole time is turn around, Cabana boys. Turn around and hold still for a minute. All right.
Copacabana.
So, super awesome, not so super awesome.
Oh, yes. We're going to have time to do that.
I forgot about Super.
Okay, it's the super awesome. the Washington Redskins, who are again being flamed for being the Redskins, blah blah blah, held their 7th annual All-Star Survivors event Wednesday night, where team members met with 31 breast cancer survivors. As in tradition, the Redskins donned wigs, and RG3 even helped one woman with a makeover.
Wow.
Just keep doing the good PR. Actually,
do things that are right for humanity.
Nice for people. Yeah, that's good. And don't worry about anything that people are saying about your stupid mascot. Nobody really cares. Not so super awesome. The NFL refs defended the penalty on Hussein Abdullah. Not because of the prayer, but because of the slide into the end zone.
Oh, for the law.
Yeah. No, they can't go to the ground. Can't go to the ground in the end zone. Except for during...
If you slide on your knees and point up like that, you're fine.
You're fine. Or if you go to your knee and do one of these numbers, you're fine.
You're fine.
But if you slide into putting your head onto the ground and saying mahula mahula mahula, mukalaka wakiki, whatever.
Can you dive into the end zone anymore?
I'm pretty sure Honolulu people do that too, so it's fine.
Honolulu people.
It's fine. I'm talking about everybody here.
Hawaiians?
Hawaiians, yeah, they slide to the ground and go mahula mahula makalaka wakihiki. Pass the point, mahalo.
Oh,
limitless appeal in this
Gunga
program.
chicka, gunga chicka, gunga chicka. Yeah, so no, stop it. Stop penalizing end zone people.
Can you dive into the end zone anymore?
No, you cannot dive into the. You can't remember the guy that did the flip. I can't remember. Was it Deshaun? I think it was Deshaun Jackson that did the boing, the dive into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Got penalized.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm getting really frustrated with
no enjoying your job.
The catch thing. The what's a catch?
Oh,
this
you're
year?
now
the what's a
getting
catch?
annoyed about that?
I've been annoyed about that the entire time.
I was watching a game last week, and I can't
When
remember what
did we
game it
record
was.
this episode? 2008?
Yeah.
When all of a sudden I was
future.
happy about, like, we should go back to the football-related move.
Well,
Because at least it kind of made sense.
Yeah, so I'm watching the game last week.
I didn't like that either.
There was
now
the guy caught the ball, brought it down here, turned, went to go make a step, half step, didn't put his foot down. The ball got hit out. It was an incomplete pass because he didn't take a full step. His foot didn't get on the ground to constitute a catch. It was,
You have to have 2
he
feet
went like
down
this,
for a catch.
like this, turned, stepped, incomplete pass. I'm like,
Huh.
at what point is that ridiculous?
Now.
Well, if
Now.
both feet are on the
2008.
ground, that should be a catch.
Yeah.
2008.
Our 2080 audience, don't let this happen.
So we want to do
That's what I got.
predictions now?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, I'm good
Yeah.
with predictions. Let me get out my future device.
Your Stargate.
My Stargate. Yeah. Let's see here. Do you guys? I can't remember even how we do this. I mean, I just want to go division by division.
So we
Oh,
pick
you got
division
this whole fancy paperwork thing.
Yeah, we go by division.
Nice. Okay.
Division winners, wild card, and then Super Bowl.
Okay. And
So I guess I'll start AFC North. I have the Steelers winning that division.
I still have the Steelers winning that division as well.
I'm taking Baltimore this year.
Okay. Even though the Bengals are really ahead of the game right now.
Well, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Full disclosure,
Anything could happen.
we're kind of
The Steelers
biased
are not
on this,
looking
so.
very good. And
all
they're going
right.
to come back.
AFC East. I have the Bills winning that division.
I'm going to stay with the Patriots.
I'm going to stay with the Patriots.
All right, AFC South.
Colts.
Colts.
Everybody's taking the Colts. AFC West.
Broncos.
Though I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers win that division. They are looking pretty good.
All right. AFC Wildcards. Who do you got?
San Diego, speaking of. And Kansas City. I'm going to take them both out of that division.
Seriously? Wow. All right. Justin?
Chargers. Steelers.
Wow. All right. NFC North. This one's a tough one.
I'm the Lions, even though I don't. I
Again-
know that
against
saying
my
that
better
out
judgment.
loud
This isn't a big booby impression.
has cursed them to return to their mediocrity.
Against my better judgment, I did pick the Lions as well. NFC East.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Cowboys, despite their Oh, no!
Heyo!
That happened. Despite their, apparently, according to the preseason, utter lack of a defense, have played pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the New York Football Giants.
Even though the Philadelphia Eagles we're really just idiots. Or
Yeah?
we're brave, because the fucking... Oh, I just screwed up the family show.
Yeah, dude, we screwed up the family show 2 seasons ago.
I know. The Eagles are currently undefeated.
All right, NFC South.
I'm going with the Falcons.
Falcons.
I'm going to take the Panthers.
Panthers. I'm going with the Saints.
That's going to be a comeback. They got quite the hill to climb.
Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. But looking at that division, though, that's just a terrible division. NFC West.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Wow. Justin Cardinals. I'm taking the Seahawks. All right. What do you got for wild cards in the NFC?
I am going to take Philadelphia and Seattle. I think the 49ers are going to miss this year.
I am going to take the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers.
Wow. Justin Packers. All right. A little unconventional. I went with the Chicago Bears and the Cardinals for the wild card. Oh, there you have it. Oh, yeah. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Who's going to the Super Bowl? Big one. For all the marbles.
Denver Packers. Sorry, guys. Next year, you will also grow giant boobies.
I am going to say Arizona and the Broncos.
And I went with Denver and Chicago.
Chicago. They don't have a defense at all.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Good luck with that one.
Good luck with that.
Well, apparently we have no faith in the Seahawks.
No. Screw those guys.
Returning.
No matter how good they get, I am never going to be like, Seahawks. No. I hate those guys. Ugh.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys.
I won't be surprised if the Colts make it this
I didn't tell you guys.
a lot.
Over the offseason, I decided to be a Seahawks fan. So
that sucks, man.
yeah.
That's pretty lame, dude.
Well, on that horrible decision by Shaun, I guess the show is over.